What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man. Yes, I'm back at it again, and this is my discussion slash review for Black Clover episode 106. And this episode was a little laid back, kind of a refresher type episode, if you get what I'm saying and where I'm coming from. I mean, because we had story progression and we had a little action in it, but like it wasn't anything major that really just went down. So it felt like it was just more of a just getting you ready and kind of eased you into place, because all of the good stuff is like all of the major stuff is going to start happening right around now. So this was an episode to kind of push you and get you ready for that, and just to give you a nice calm break before it bops you and puts you right into all of the major action packed stuff that's going to take place. Because we still had action this episode, and like I said, like last week, along with last week's episode and this week's episode, if you're not a fan of the Black Bulls, you don't know what you're missing, man. You're missing out. I mean, if you're not a fan of these people, man, you're missing such glorious, man, because this episode just solidified everything that I said last week. Like, we have three elves that, like one of them ended up being Zerx Lunger, the real Zerx Lunger, and we have three elves taking over their body, and they're attacking one of the main villages in the Clover Kingdom, and it's also Soul's village, which is the female chick that's always around the Blue Rose Captain, if you know who that is. And we have her friend. We see her friend in the village, the one with the glasses, and he's a member of the praying mantises. And we get to see him saying, "Sorry, Soul, that I couldn't protect this village. Couldn't protect our village." That's what I'm saying. This episode, it was just a nice refresher episode, and it eased you into everything that's going to take place. And we also got some story progression, because we also found out that Rodis and Sally and they came back to life, because Roddy's magic evolved after he got killed, in the desire to want to live and seek revenge against they still call him Licked, but we actually know that it's Patry now. And then we also have the moment where we see William's body, aka Patry, talking to William like within, and William kind of reminiscing on everything that happened, and it was like a brief mini flashback with William reminiscing about how Patry took over his body, how he accepted Patry, how he learned that Patry was hurt and everything, and how he didn't really want to pick sides between Julius and Patry, and how Julius saved him when he was younger and going through some stuff. So that's what I'm saying. It was a nice refresher episode, in case you were wondering what was going on. Even if you was wondering what was going on with Patry, he's back. And we got to see him again this episode, and William's kind of in like a deep slumber. He's not really gonna be active anymore right now. Patry's taking over, and they showed that William is letting Patry take over to have his moment in the limelight. And we saw that Rodis and Sally came back to life, and that they're going to work with the Black Bulls to get to the Clover Kingdom so they can participate in the upcoming battle. But I love the whole interaction between the Black Bulls coming to this village, and Rodis and Sally coming to finding out to work with the Black Bulls. So that's all that really happened this episode. And we also saw towards the end, we saw how they were just having just a wonderful time with the Black Bulls while they were eating and recovering their magic. So now let's break down what happened throughout the episode, and that is we started this episode right after last week with the Black Bulls raging towards the Clover Kingdom in the base, and they come in contact with the three elves that's taking over Zerx's body and two other people, and they're trying to fight them, and it's not going their way. They set up this stuff, but the bull just raged through the wall, and then they tried to fight them, and Vanessa's magic kept intervening with fate. So it was just a nice refresher episode, and I love seeing the Black Bulls like in a full and complete set, because this episode was nice. We got to see Gray actually save and interact with the people of the Clover Kingdom, and she was still shy, but like she actually interacted and saved these people and spoke to them and everything. And they was like, is she a Black Bulls? Is that a Black Bulls role? Then we also have Gordon talking like out loud. He's not whispering anymore, and I love that Gordon's talking loudly so you can hear exactly what he's saying. And we have Henry still being boss, and he amplified Asta, not Asta, Gordon, Luck, and Magnus magic when they were shooting at these elves, because like that, like it was so good, man. It was so good. Like each three of the elves had rock, ice, and water magic, and like they split it up. So Luck took the water magic chick, Magna took the ice magic guy, and Gordon took the sand magic guy, and they kind of just shot their powers off, and it was so good. It was so fun to see the Black Bulls still. I love them, man. I love the Black Bulls, and I love the way that they act. And at the end, when they was trying to launch this huge magic attack, and they were like, okay, Asta Kenny. It was so fun, man. It was so fun. And that's what this episode was. It was just a nice, fun episode. Just getting you ready to be prepared for the upcoming battle that's taking place. And like I said, it was good to see Rodis and Sally and them back, because we know they're going to have a key role. If you're a manga reader, they're going to play a major part in the upcoming battle as well. So I'm super excited to have them back. And that's pretty much all that happened this episode. And we have William feeling sorry for what happened to Julius, and also giving Patri a chance to live life in his body because he felt like that's what he wanted. And we all know how that plays out. But that's pretty much all that happened this episode, man. This is your boy, Nick Incredible. It really wasn't that in-depth, because there really wasn't too much going on. Like I said, it was just a nice refresher episode, getting you ready for everything that's going to take place. And it was nice to see Gordon and Gray really step out of their shell now that they're so interactive with the people that they're saving and their friends. And I love that about their characters now. That's really great, man. And we got to see Sally and Rodis, and they were back, and I can't think of the other dude's name. And they were back in. They saved the village. It was it was a nice episode, but it wasn't too much going on in this episode, man. This is your boy, Nick Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember, the anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. And Black Bulls forever, baby. Peace out, man.